Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever read a sentence that's technically correct, but just kind of falls flat? Well, in this explainer, we're going to take one of those bland, boring sentences and give it a total makeover, turning it into something brilliant. All right, let's dive in. So here's our starting point. The boy walked across the bridge. I mean, it gets the job done, right, and tells you what happened. But does it make you feel anything? Does it really paint a picture in your mind? Nah. It's functional, sure, but it's also completely forgettable. Okay, so that's the challenge. How do we take this super basic piece of information and just breathe some life into it? How do we make the reader see the boy, feel the bridge, and actually understand the moment? Let's find out. Now, you might be thinking, who cares? It's just one sentence. But honestly, this skill is a total game changer. This is what separates just plain communication from powerful communication. When you master this, you help your audience truly connect with your ideas, whether you're writing a report, giving a speech, or even just telling a good story. All right, for our sentence makeover, it's time to open up the writer's toolkit. And don't worry, this isn't some big complicated thing. It's a really simple kit with just 3 essential tools that are going to do all the heavy lifting for us. So what's in the box? Just these 3 things: adjectives, a strong verb, and an adverb. That's it. Let's break them down one by one and watch the magic happen. First up, adjectives. You probably remember these from school, right? They're your describing words. Think of them as your best friend when you want to add specific details. Instead of just a generic boy or a bridge, adjectives help us picture a specific one. Okay, let's put it into action. Check this out. The boy is now a curious young boy, and the bridge? It's a narrow wooden bridge. Instantly, the picture in your head gets so much clearer, doesn't it? You can almost feel the splinters on the wood and get a sense of this kid's personality. That is the power of a few good adjectives. All right, on to tool number 2. We need to strengthen our verb. Walked is fine, but it's a little lazy, isn't it? A strong verb doesn't just tell us what's happening, it shows us. It injects energy and character right into the action. And boom, look at this. We swapped walked for tiptoed. Just think for a second what that one word changes. Walked is neutral, but tiptoed? That suggests he's being quiet, cautious, maybe even a little sneaky. The whole mood of the sentence just shifted, all thanks to one stronger verb. Our third tool is the adverb. This one's pretty simple. If the strong verb tells us what the action is, the adverb tells us how it's being done. It just fine-tunes the action and adds one more layer of detail. So how did he tiptoe? He carefully tiptoed. See how that one little word just locks in the feeling? It confirms what we were already guessing from the word tiptoed. Now we know for sure he wasn't being playful, he was being cautious. The story just keeps getting richer. Okay, time for the big reveal. Let's put these side by side. We started with that flat, lifeless sentence on the left and turned it into the one on the right, which creates a whole scene, a character, and a mood. I mean, wow, the difference is night and day, right? But you know what? We can do even better. We've built a really solid foundation, but now it's time to take this to the next level. Let's add a little extra sparkle to make this sentence truly pop. For this, we're going to pull out a special tool. It's called a simile. It's basically a little magic trick where you compare what's happening to something totally different, using the words like or as. It's a fantastic shortcut to creating a powerful image in your reader's mind. And the secret here is finding the perfect comparison. So how was he carefully tiptoeing? He was doing it like a cat avoiding puddles. You don't even have to think about it. You just see it in your head, right? That precise, delicate movement. That single image does so much work for us. And so, when we put it all together, here it is, our final masterpiece. The curious young boy carefully tiptoed across the narrow wooden bridge like a cat avoiding puddles. Look how far we've come. From a boring little fact to this tiny, perfect story packed with feeling, that is some brilliant writing. Okay, so knowing how to do all this is great, but the real trick is making it second nature, right? So let's talk about how you can actually practice this skill so it sticks with you. All right, time to put you to the test. Here's the scene for you. A girl is flying a kite on a windy hill. Go ahead and pause right here and just think, how would you rewrite that? Try using an adjective, a stronger verb, maybe an adverb, or even a simile. And hey, no pressure. There are no wrong answers, only more interesting ones. And if you really want to lock this skill in, try these little exercises. You could keep an adjective diary. Just jot down cool describing words you hear.
Or take a boring sentence from an email and challenge yourself to rewrite it. This one's fun. Just find any random picture online and try to describe what you see out loud. A little practice goes a long way.
All right, let's do a quick recap. These are your 4 new power tools. You've got adjectives to add detail, you've got strong verbs to add energy, you've got adverbs to explain how, and you've got similes to make things vivid. Get these down, and I promise your communication will never be the same.
And that's pretty much a wrap. The next time you sit down to write an email, a report, or even just a simple text message, think about it. What plain sentence in your life could use a brilliant makeover today? Thanks for watching.